Well, welcome into our match of the week from the Barfoot and Thompson New Zealand Badminton League. And for this week, we've gone back to last Wednesday night's tie. And this was between the Starship Rockets and the mighty Jazz Apples. Now, the Apples coming into this had lost 6-love in the first round, so they just desperately wanted to get on the board. They made great inroads and they led 3-2 going into the final match on the night, the mixed doubles. So all the pressure was on Sojasa and Dagley as they tried to take it to a golden game. It was an absolute thriller. You don't want to miss this. Have a look at the action and the way it played out. It's down to the mix. Let's bring them on court. Our final regular match of the evening in a most intriguing and close tie. Jackman Vong and Erina Calder-Hawkins leading them out. Dylan Sojasa and Alyssa Tagle, who just played in that comfortable women's doubles result. I say comfortable, but Sally Fu and Anna Yu pushed the more favoured, more experienced pairing to 13-11 in the second game. And Simon Lin and Justin Zhou are in control of this one.
Welcome.
When you look at rankings and
players have red color or
the
white
form
color?
book, you think Sojasa and Dagley may be his favourites, but gosh, Vong and Calder-Hawkins, they've got some wins on their CV too, don't they?
Yeah,
which end?
You'd be a bold person to pick this one, I think. This really could go anyway, depending on, once again, on who starts and who plays well. I mean, we're in short sets, so you haven't got that much time to give your opposition that much of a lead, and it really stays tight. So this could very easily be a 50-50 call.
As Alyssa back on court. Found that fascinating in the interview that she said, I was so nervous, could you tell? She typically just has that game face and really doesn't give anything away.
No, not at all. And then you got Dylan down the other end who,
he's expressive, he's...
Yep.
And in particular, he brings the energy when they're leading, when they're playing well. He'll thrive on that. But equally, they've got to find a way if they're behind. Jackman Vong in the mixed doubles ranked at 11, but #1 men's doubles player in the country. So he'll be quite at home here.
Yeah, and I certainly wouldn't be underestimating his mixed doubles ability. It's very, very good. And once again, Erina, very, very strong at mixed as well. Serves well, nice and tall. And dominates that net area. So once again, it's all four players have very key strengths in mixed doubles.
Calder-Hawkins, who played in the 3v3 at the top of our schedule tonight. And that was on a losing side, so she'll be keen to turn that around here. And Dylan Sojasa, who he'll be fiercely determined because, like Erina, for the Apples, he for the Rockets are lost in what he might call his
ready to play
event, the men's doubles. So look for him to be fired up here, knowing that he can lead his team at least into a golden game situation.
It'll be quite interesting. All four of these players are in the 3v3.
Yes.
So it'll be interesting.
Different styles of game, especially when you compare Erina with Alyssa. Are we going to see a different style of game, or will they both in their own fashion try to dominate the net?
I think that's exactly what will happen. I mean, certainly in mixed doubles, if that lady can dominate the net and get the lifts and bits and pieces, it's a lot easier for the man.
I reckon I wouldn't advise this because we are broadcasting television and online pictures.
Ladies and gentlemen,
you could almost watch Dylan Sojasa with the pictures off.
on my right, mighty Jazz Apples, represented by Badminton 1, Erina Calder-Hawkins. And on my left, Starship Rockets, represented by Dylan Sojasa, Alyssa Tagle.
By that I mean that Dylan is very vocal.
Starship Rocket to serve, Alyssa Tagle to Badminton 1.
Enjoy, listen and watch.
Play.
The noise initially, though, comes from the support crew. Oscar Glow, ring that bell, boy.
Service over. 1 love.
That's great teamwork. Nice return.
Service over. 1 all. Two, 1.
Another string.
Just fascinating there watching the movement of Dylan Sajasa through that rally. The coverage and the stretch that he showed on 2 or 3 occasions.
1.
Thankfully, Dylan's got a little more stretch in those adductors than there was on the string of Dackman's racket.
There's a couple of strings go off for Dackman tonight.
Tried the really difficult shot. He was forced into it, wasn't he? It was good play by Calder Hawkins.
Yeah. You see the big smile on his face when he figured it out and didn't quite execute that as I wanted to.
Yeah, often it was a little more difficult than the backhand clear running backwards, but that backhand cross-court drop, that's pretty tough as well, isn't it?
Service over. 3, 4.
I'll tell you what, you mentioned Calder Hawkins serve. Well, you've got to be very brave and technically very good if you're going to flick serve Dylan Sajasa.
4.
Serving well.
It's good teamwork,
5,
isn't it?
4.
Knowing exactly what the other is doing, one step ahead.
Service over. 5, all.
Trying to caress that one over the net.
6, 5.
Neither side's particularly keen on lifting it up in the air. All that soft push and flat play. Trying to make sure that...
He spoke too soon, because that's what happens. That's exactly why, isn't it?
7, 5. Play.
3-point lead now with just 3 points to go.
5.
This is good quality, as we've seen in particular in that men's doubles earlier tonight.
6,
it's a high standard here.
8.
Well done,
Good shot.
Beckman Vong stepping into the shot.
7.
Anticipated that one and
8.
just clipped it off.
Forward momentum can be generated not just with the racket speed, but with movement of the body.
Service over. 9-7.
Beckman doing his best to suggest he wasn't going to play that, and then
10.
realised
Game point 7.
It wasn't going out.
no, and too late. The Rockets, remember, are playing to win this, to force a golden game.
Service over. 8-10.
And
Game.
they're one step towards that golden game. They just edged clear, didn't they?
First
Went
game won by
from,
Starship Rockets. 11-8.
May well have been 5 all. They jumped out to 8-5, and that was the break, wasn't it? That was the margin, and they held that to the end. So little in this, though.
As we know, it just takes that little bit of a gap, and suddenly you've 2 points at the end of it, and it was basically from that second half of the set that did the damage.
Well, we've got a little break, a little breather for a week. Next round in the Barfoot and Thompson New Zealand Badminton League is a fortnight away. Tuesday, the 30th of March. Plenty Bay Wales take on the Starship Rockets, and on the Wednesday night, the 31st of March, it's the Tiger Brokers Tigers up against the mighty Jazz Apples.
And there's some real good lineups in that one, because it's a...
Where are we on that night? Are we back here?
Yes, I think we are.
Back in your gym?
And that's an Edward Lau versus Oscar Guell match-up, so that'll be an intriguing one.
Of course, we do head into Sky City for a round as well before we head to the final. Are we going to a golden game, though? What's your pick here, Glenn? Are we headed that way?
I think we might be.
The coaches will take turn and turn about to take one of those games off the board until one is left, and then it's an 11-point shootout.
Second game.
Starship
Level.
Foundation Rockets look
Play.
like they mean business. They've taken the first. In a match that is this tight, this close, a couple of unforced errors. Not what was ordered at the start of game 2. And there's one off
Service over.
the Rockets racket.
1-2.
Lovely defensive skills from Taglo.
Service over. 3-1. Service over.
Sally Fu
2,
there just stretching on the left of screen.
3.
Just staying ready. She's hoping she's not required, of course. It's about now as well, Glenn, that you have to start thinking of the Crystal Ashley Designs
3.
MVP, albeit you
Oh,
can't really make your final decision, can you, until we know the result?
No, I think there's still a little way to go before we can start to narrow that down, I think.
4, 3.
Well, the comeback is well and truly on here.
Starship time out.
Timeout called here by Fanny Megawati. Just sensing they're not quite on the same wavelength here all of a sudden, are they? It's been a little bit loose, this game. They started well on the back of a couple of unforced errors from the Apples, but since then they've gone from 2-love up to 5-3 down.
Yeah, no, they certainly had the start they wanted. But as we know in this format, it doesn't take too much to come back into it. A couple of errors and a point or two, and all of a sudden you've got a 5-3 lead.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Thank you. Five, 3.
Ricky Olsen Ziegerman there with some thoughts as well. Tony Griffin will be watching on with great interest, I'm sure. Ricky filling in tonight with the coaching responsibilities. And Tony will be pleased with what he's seeing at the moment, because Vong
6,
and Calder Hawkins
3.
have upped the ante. Oh, and then that's a loose shot.
Service over. 4, 6. Five, 6.
Suddenly 3 quick points. And as you've said a few times, Glenn, it changes
6.
so quickly.
Oh. Service over. 7, 6.
Crucial moments here now. Oh, lovely touch.
Clever. 8, 6.
This is about the time when Sojasa and Tagle went clear in game 1. Mid-rally, there was a great defensive shot from Calder Hawkins.
Yep.
Just combating the Sojasa smash.
9, 6.
An opportunity.
Service over. 7, 9.
time. What a time. That shuttle had every right to stop and fall back on their side, but it toppled over.
8-9. Nine. Oh.
Push wide, what a rally.
Service over. 10. Game point. 9.
This is such a close tussle. Oh, tried it, thought about it. Oh my goodness me.
10. Oh.
They get another look at a game point.
Service over. 11-10. Player led.
Oh goodness.
Sorry, player led. 11-10.
The line judge was unsighted, and so too was the chair umpire.
Yes, that furthest line away, so it's at that stage you want to be right.
And the power of Sajasa. 2 game
Service
points
over.
saved.
11. Oh.
Match point to take us to a golden game.
12-11.
Oh, well played, Calder Hawkins. Sajasa slipped, but he wasn't going to get there.
Service over. 12. Oh.
Back.
Out. It's out.
Yeah, it was out.
Out.
Called out. Called out.
13-12. Out. I saw it. Very clearly. I can make the call. It's out. 13-12.
Good, clear, decisive umpiring. Line
Play.
judge unsighted. Third game point. Oh, that was just lifted.
Service over. 13. Oh.
So tense.
Service over. 14, 13.
How many opportunities do they need? We're going to the limit. We're going to the limit at 14 all. The next point wins the game.
Service over.
And in the case of Sajasa and Dagle, wins the match.
Play.
I'll stress to you folks, 15 wins. Oh, and the Rockets have got it. What a thriller. What an absolute nail-biter between two quality combinations. And we are going to a golden game. So a brilliant match, and what a thriller, 15-14 in the second game. So many controversies, so many moments, but Sojasa and Tagle, they won it and they took it through to the golden game. And in the end, of course, that was won by the mighty Jazz Apples to pick up their first points of the New Zealand Badminton League. We take a little breather this week, but we're back with more action on Tuesday, the 30th of March. We look forward to your company then.